Good morning. Today I'm going to speak about English for asexual plant propagation. This topic is related to the ESP topics that we've been discussing in the class. So I'm going to abort this asexual plant propagation topic, and I hope you enjoy it. So first of all, ESP. ESP is a mix of knowledge which are used to teach students and people in how to behave and communicate to other persons in a specific work or any other environment they need. For example, for work purposes or for learning purposes. Uh, ESP also involves disciplines, strategies, and a certain level of English. It is really important to know that when someone is going to study an ESP, they have they must have some basis of English, and also you only talk to students what the students need to know to perform their role effectively when speaking about how do teachers teach ESP. So my topic is English for asexual plant propagation. And here I'm going to speak about, first, I'm going to speak about the sexual way of plant propagation. Then I'm going to speak about the asexual way, some benefits of it, and some ways we need to talk and have always in mind of this topic. So, spread, which is a word that means the propagation or cloning of the width of the mature specimen is related to the sexual way of propagating a plant. And sexual propagation is well, according to Sorensen in 2020, is the union of the pollen with an egg to produce a seed. It is interesting to mention that both pollen and egg are located inside the flower, so there is very common to find hermaphrodites plants too, which are most of the time called the, the perfect plants. And meiosis, this is a term used to call or which receives the name of cell divisions process. It is thanks to this process that a cell can create another and start a new life. Now, speaking about asexual propagation, it consists in cloning a parent plant by taking part of it and causing it to regrow a new plant. And now I'm going to define some of the most specific or most important words, which are somatic or vegetative cells and meristematic tissue, which are two of the most important parts in asexual propagation we need to have in mind. So somatic or vegetative cells are the cells which contain the complete DNA of the plant. And that's the main reason that we can propagate asexually a plant only by using parts of it. I don't know if you have ever seen that we can take a flower, for example, or a piece of wood from a specific tree, and we can just put it underground and it will regrow a new plant. And this is because of the somatic or vegetative cells. The meristematic tissue is a part of the plant where the cells division occurs, and there is a place where it can grow a new plant. This meristematic tissue is like a million of circles according together in order to regenerate or no, recreate a new plant. Some of the major benefits are the following. So The first one might be thanks to the totipotency, it is possible to create clones from a plant. And this means that we can have basically the same characteristics of the parent plant. This is according to the large of the flowers, the size of the fruits, and all of that stuff. The youth period is shorter, which means that we don't need like 4 or 2 to 7 years waiting for harvesting the plant. We only need like a specific period. For example, when we do the process here in the picture, we can see like, sorry, we can see the graft technique, which is a technique used to propagate and to reduce the period that we need to wait to harvest. This is a Persian lemon, and they use this method to reduce the time and to grow faster the plants with a solid base that is on the soil. And also another really important benefits is that the cost got reduced. And now topic in context is that when speaking to an agriculture businessman, it is important to have in mind some of these terms. For example, reduce cost. This is one of the most important terms we need to have in mind in a conversation with an agricultor, with a businessman, with someone looking for some ground to earn some money. So the cost got reduced thanks to less growing period, and this is to the graph technique, which I just told you. Also increased productivity thanks to the totally DNA taken from the parent plant and the pest resistance. Due to the characteristics which DNA provides, for example, the different species in the same plant, only with the restriction that they must be of the same family. This is something really, really common. For example, there are soils which are too much acid, and we in those specific soils we need to use a specific species of avocado, and we can graft another species of avocado at the top of it, just to be sure that our avocado will produce the all the harvest, and we won't lose our money because of the soil. And well, here is some bibliography. And last final reflection, I just want to say that it is really important to have asexual propagation in an agricultural speaking environment, just because it is one of the easiest way and most efficient way to first not losing too much money in waiting for a long time to harvest the fruits. And it is also really important not to contaminate or to making a bad impact to the soil we have. And that's all. Thank you very much.